Hello and welcome to Update 2 on Typhoon Faxai. At the moment, a Category 3 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, has winds of 120 miles per hour and a pressure of 947 millibars. It's 33 degrees north, 139 degrees east. You can see on the CDPS scale, major wind threat. Rainfall potential is moderate, storm size is significant, and the overall threat to land is major landing. This is a stage 5 on the CDPS scale for the Tokyo region. This is devastating damage that's possible. As you can see, this is as of 10 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. Again, a pressure of 947 millibars, and you can see tropical storm force winds are already ashore in Japan, and conditions are only going to deteriorate from here for a lot of these areas. Minamizu, 25 miles away, Ito, 40 miles away, Tateyama, 58 miles away from the center of the storm, Yokosuka, 63 miles away, and Tokyo, only a mere 96 miles away from the storm's center of circulation. The storm is quite small, so Tokyo actually hasn't really gotten that bad conditions yet, but that will occur soon. You can see here the black area on this map. That is where the Japanese Meteorological Agency has issued a warning area for in the country of Japan. So these warnings are related to Faxai. You can see here now pretty heavy rain is going to be moving over Tokyo. It's going to be moving over other parts of Japan. Up to 6, maybe even 7 inches are going to be more widespread, with localized accumulations up to 10, 15 inches out of this storm. You can see the storm is well off of the picture by the 5-day mark, so we're not going to have to worry that much about precipitation. You can see sea surface temperatures here. They are still pretty good where the storm is now, although they aren't going to be fantastic here. They're actually going to be pretty bad for the next 2 to 3 days. You can see wind speeds here as the tropical storm force winds do move ashore Japan before the storm again does move out to sea. You can see that relatively clearly here, and you can see after that things are relatively vacant when it comes to strong winds. You can see a clear kind of line. That's where storms will be for Japan, but the typhoon will be out of here relatively quickly, but still could bring pretty bad impacts to the country. So here are the chances of tropical storm force winds. Minamizu, 95%, Ito at 95%, Tateyama at 95%, Yokosuka at 90%, and Tokyo at 85% chance of getting tropical storm force winds. Model data here is old, as RAM servers are down today. You can see though that intensity guidance was relatively accurate with the 9th of September 12Z. You can see wind shear has skyrocketed. You can see as the wind shear goes up, we're at about 0Z1 between 0Z September 9th and 0Z September 10th. You can see the track forecast has been pretty accurate and will probably continue to be a very tight model spread as sea surface temperatures are going to fall off. Judging this thing's satellite appearance, its eye is collapsing at the moment, which is definitely good news for Japan, but it is going to be making landfall pretty soon, and I don't think it's going to lose too much of its punch by the time it does so. A very powerful typhoon nonetheless, whether it is a Category 3 or Category 2. It's going to be a very, very powerful storm, and still something that people in Japan need to really be taken seriously. You can see it's having serious impacts on those islands, and it's really just a powerful storm to deal with in general.
You can follow our outlets. First of all, the website, force13.com, with new articles coming out all the time for your reading pleasure about all things weather. YouTube.com/force13 with our tropical weather bulletins, animations, and tropical updates. You can also find us on Facebook with more information on those things. And then also on Twitter. We have the US branches and AU branches on there as well, but you can see the URL below. Teespring.com/store/force13. That's where you can find things like the Smug Mug to buy. And finally, the Patreon. Patreon.com/force13, where you can support the project and help it become even better.